Hi guys, welcome to Global IT Group YouTube channel. So I'm going to start a banking fundamental training series. So as part of this series, uh, today in session 1, I'm going to start about the customer accounts. So we'll have a depth idea about the customer accounts. What are the types of bank account we have uh, in the Finacle application, as well as for the common banking perspective. So we'll see what are the different kinds of bank account we have. So as we know, for the accounts, we are having two kinds of accounts. One is the customer accounts and another is office account. So for customer account, this session is for the office account. The session will be conducted later on. So we'll see in customer account what are the things come. Like for deposits account, we have saving, current, fixed, and recurring deposit. As well as for the loan, we are having the different kinds of loan accounts. So these customer account we'll see as part of today's session. So guys, if you are new on the channel, please do subscribe the channel. And if you are existing, please like, share, and comment on my this video. Thanks. We'll go ahead and avail the knowledge. So first of all, we'll start customer creation as part of the customer account. So this is the mandatory things in any of the core banking application. Firstly, we need to create a customer ID for that particular account for that particular customer. So these are the some important points we have for customer creation, like unique identifier for customer, linking all accounts, comprehensive details of customer we need to provide as part of the customer creation. Also customer relationship capture we need to do, and some specific details related to trade finance, NRE, minors, etc. Preferential interest and charges for the customer level we need to define here. MIS details and product menu HCUMM we have. But for key creation, we are having a separate module called CRM module. Inside CRM module, we have a retail key as well as the corporate key. So for that, we are having a different sessions where I will explain you guys entire flow from a starting to end, how we'll create key ID for retail key or for the customer corporate key, and we'll explain there. I will explain there all those details. Not only KIF, apart from KIF, each and every functionality, important functionality like openings accounts, how we'll open saving accounts, current account, or TD accounts, retail loans, how we'll do the different kinds of transaction, how we'll issue demand draft, and clearing part, everything will cover in the coming videos. So keep watching. Uh, we'll upload all those videos in coming days. Okay, so now these are the types of customer account we have: saving accounts, current accounts, cash credit, overdraft, term deposits, and term loan accounts. So we'll see here saving accounts, current accounts, cash credit, and overdraft. And after that, we'll see term deposits. For term loan, I have a separate session created. So as part of that session, we'll discuss about the loan part. Okay, so what is the concepts for these accounts? So checks operated and non-checks operated, different minimum balance requirements, different interest rate methods and frequencies, number of withdrawals, dormancy criteria, mode of operation, nomination, service charges, overdraft in accounts. These are the some important concepts we have for customer accounts. Okay, so now we have details for Finacle perspective. So this is the Finacle representation. So we are having different kinds of scheme types for different accounts. So SBA is for saving bank account, CAA is the current account, CCA cash credit account, TDA term deposit account, LAA loan account, and ODA overdraft accounts. So these are the scheme types we have in Finacle. So under this scheme we are having different kinds of product. So if you guys have to open a current account, so you have to select first CAA scheme type. Inside that we are having n number of products with different kinds of features. So we can choose as per the customer requirement. Saving public, saving staff, saving pensioner are different types of saving products defined at a scheme level. So this one we have already discussed above. So scheme codes could not be defined in Finacle using option sorry could be defined in Finacle using option GSPM. So GSPM is a option we can say this where all the schemes is schemes or product configuration will do as part of GSPM. So GSPM is a Finacle menu option. Once we'll invoke, we'll do all the configuration for the particular schemes. Done initially during BPD phase means this parameterization has been done as part of BPD phase and subsequently when new products are introduced by bank. So in both the cases, we can do the parameterization. A scheme code definition includes linkage to GL subheads, accounts opened under combination of GL subheads and schemes codes, business rules defined at product level and GL subheads for consolidation purpose, exceptions to control various transactions and events in the accounts under each product. So these are some key information we have from the Finacle perspective on the customer accounts. Moving to the next slide, we are having a different features for the customer accounts. So what are these features? Account number generation. So it's obvious that it is a part of every accounts. Whenever we'll open any accounts, we'll get the account number. So for account number generation also, we are having some specific kinds of configuration we can do. So as per the configuration, our account number will be generated. So what I'm trying to say here, like account generation. So suppose you want to put sole ID first, then some specific number, and then some random number. In that case, also we can generate, or whatever the product feature is there for account number generation, that also we can avail. So those kind of parameterization we can do as type of account number generation. Next, we have minimum level of posting transaction. This is one of the key feature we have. Allowed number of withdrawals, minimum balance for checks, ledger folio, service charges, dormancy, inactive, criteria, interest method, charges for account opening, maintenance and closing. So we are having charges for account opening, maintenance and closing. We can configure. If bank want to take charges for these services, bank can take those things while configuring those details in the particular scheme codes for that product. So these are the features we have. Apart from these features, we are having cash clearing and transfer limit, abnormal transaction limits, interest code, minimum and maximum interest days in a year, minimum interest paid, collected amount, rounding of parameters, tax related, minimum balance, etc. So these are the some important features we have for our customer accounts. We can configure these features part of our particular schemes. Interest related, we are having normal profit and loss account, interest payable account, parking account prior to TDS, default interest frequency, etc. pegging of interest. This, I think, interest related part I have already covered as part of my prior video that is related to interest, so you guys can refer those video and you can evolve the knowledge. Some basic method applicable for product types are already pre-configured in the system. So these are the features we have for the customer accounts. Moving to the next slides, we have controls on customer account. So account frozen. So we can freeze the account. Like we are having option for debit freeze. If you will perform the debit freeze, there should no debit freeze means customer will be not allowed to debit his account, his or her account. So this is debit freeze. Credit freeze, like in account no credit will be allowed. Total freeze we have, so debit and credit both will be restricted for that account. So that is the account frozen facility control we have. STL instrument facility we have. Account name change, back data transaction, back value data transaction, cash transaction, customer debit without check. So these are the controls we have which we can control uh, as per the scheme level. Next we have temporary overdraft granting. Account below the minimum balance, customer transaction to dormant account, check issued to inactive account, checkbook without minimum balance, introducer not a account holder, cash, clearing and transfer limit. So these are some important controls we have for customer accounts. Okay, so now the basic things requirements for opening account. So we required introduction, photographs, supporting documents, passport, PAN, Aadhaar card, any proof of residence, nomination, joint holder. So these are the minimum requirements we have. So this will differ from bank to bank. So as per the bank requirement, these are the things we have. Now, for the customer account, what are the transactions we have? So, cash transaction we have, clearing transaction, transfer transaction. So, on transaction, also, I'm planning to uh, give us some brief idea about each and every transaction, how will perform as part of Finacle application, cash, clearing, transfer. So, those video will be also prepared and will be uploaded in the channel. So, and the bill collection we have value dated transaction and back dated transaction, temporary overdraft, temporary overdraft in batch, drop in limit, loan recovery, interest calculation, instant, user granted, etc. And for overdraft, clean and secured limit we have. So these are the different transaction that is supported to customer accounts. So we'll see about details in each transaction in coming videos. Okay, so what are the operations involved for our customer account? So issuance of checkbooks, debit cards, passbook or a statement, and different modes of sending a statement, regular or ad hoc statement. So we are having these options while printing the particular statement. So we have this option, like if you want to send to the customer, what are the frequency. So those things we need to configure and then this will work. And then marking lien, lifting lien, stop payment, sweeps, account turnover maintenance, moving of account between schemes, means transferring from one scheme to other schemes. So this operation we have. Apart from this, transferring account from one soul to another souls, that also operation we have. If you want to transfer our account from one city to another city, we can do. Okay, so now these are the charges related key points we have for the customer. Account opening, maintenance, closure. So we having charges. If bank wants to configure charges for this activity or these services, we can do. issue of checkbooks, statements to the customer, regular or ad hoc, menu options, batch deferred, BCC, ALC, LF charges, account maintenance, dormant, minimum balance, inactive, commitment. Uh, Another menu option we are having DEF So using that menu option, we can collect the opening, regular and ad hoc statement, regular interest certificate, ad hoc interest certificate, regular and ad hoc combined statement. So these are the charge collection we can collect from the customer using these menu options. Okay, these are some important menu options for customer accounts, like for opening accounts and verifying the accounts for SB, saving bank, current account, cash credit, and OD. And then, if you want to modify something, interest related part we need to do, we need to issue checkbooks. After issuing checkbook, we need to maintenance the checkbooks. So we have everything AFSM. So this is the account freeze, status maintenance we have, a stop payment we have. So these are some important key menus for the customer account we have. Apart from we have for transaction we have HTM. So we'll give a list of important menus also. Okay, so now we are moving to the term deposits. It's slightly different from the other accounts. Like we already discussed for saving bank accounts, current accounts, cash credit, overdraft. So this is the features for term deposits accounts associated with tenor, minimum and maximum period, minimum and maximum amount, fixed amount, one time or recurring, interest payout along with the principal at the time of terms or periodic. So these are the features, like we can open the TD and interest will be payable at the time of maturity, or it will be uh, inflow means in the sense at the time of maturity customer will get, outflow in the sense every month or for a specific period of time customer will get the interest, whatever the interest has been earned for that particular term deposit. And we have a renewable fixed number of times or unlimited. Okay, so renewal process, we are having a multiple combination. We can renew our TD with the principal amount only, or with the maturity amount, or with the interest only, or with additional amount. So these are, so we'll get drop down list where we can choose our expected what we'll expect, we can choose there and we can proceed for the renewal. Pre-terminated extension, TD extension we have, text on interest, and then after we have certificate printing, duplicate printing, adjustment of lien on maturity, transfer to overdue on maturity, deposit modeling, interest rate depending on tenor and amount slabs. So these are the key features we have for the term deposits. So moving to the next slides, interest payment we have. So interest related part I have already covered. So you guys can refer my previous video and you can get more details, more insight about the interest related. So here interest payment we are having the periodically or at a time of maturity, pre-termination, penal interest for pre-termination, interest definition menu option HTVSM. So any interest related definition, if you want to modify interest rate or something, uh, TVSM is a menu option where we can define the interest. Okay, so after that we are having maturity handling for the TD, customer TD account, credit to sundry. So sundry is a office account. So details information about the sundry and suspense account and other office accounts we'll get to know in our other videos, coming videos. So credit to sundry if no account. So if customer is having no account, though, then amount will be transferred to the sundry account at the time of maturity. And credit operative account is customer is having operative account, then the money will be transferred to the his operative account in saving account or current account, whatever customer has provided. Another option we have credit multiple account. If customer want to uh, transfer his maturity amount with in a multiple accounts, yeah, we have option here. We need to define it, define at the time of account opening, and at the time of maturity, after maturity, amount will be transferred to multiple account also. Sent by way of remittance. This is the common thing. Renewal we have, and renewal till customer request for payment, add to renewal amounts, partial remittance and balance renewal, overdue deposit. So these are some important key features we have to handle maturity of term deposit. Okay, so here we are having flow configuration. So principal inflow, outflow, I have already explained, and then interest inflow, interest outflow. So inflow means it will be available in your TD account only. Outflow means it will go outside. It means it will go to the customer account. So interest advanced, this option also we have. We can do the configuration for this. Consolidated inflow, consolidated outflow, repayment outflow, installment outflow, total outflow, flow frequency, month and days, flow begins and end, calendar, financial, month end, quarterly, half yearly, maturity date. So these are the some configurable features we have. So we can configure, these are the flow configuration related features. So we can configure flow configuration as per the customer need. Interest method for the customer account, we have simple interest monthly, simple interest daily, discounted interest, FD compounded interest, compound interest, reinvestment scheme, compound interest for RD. So these are some I can say list of interest methods which will be already defined as part of a scheme level. If customer want or bank want to give these some specific rate of interest for a specific scheme, they can do. So this is the things for a scheme level. And for TD account, we are having these many menu options for account opening, for account modification, TD renewal, and closure, and many more. So these are the menu option we have. And for TDS, tax deduction at source. So for customer account, so TDS related some important points I have listed down here. So pay interest on the deposits, financial year. In terms of government policies, the banks have a commitment to deduct some percentage of interest paid to customer as tax. So there is some limit that is defined by the government. So bank will apply those limit in his in customer account. So whenever customer is going to get more than that limit, then customer has to pay uh, tax to government. So this is the TDS. These percentages may vary from country to country depending upon the policies of government and types of customer. Yeah, definitely. So this is the things. Definitely, it will vary as per the regulatory of central bank, RBI. So this will be decided. Deduct tax account level or customer level. So we are having option in Finacle. So we can deduct the tax account level as well as the customer level. Customer level means if customer is having multiple account in branch, and in every account he is having some kind of tax he has to submit, then bank can collect those tax at customer level rather than account level. customer level tax, parking account prior to TDS, consolidation of accounts at branch, shoal, and data center for arriving at tax eligibility. So these are some important features, or you can say points we have for TDS. Okay, so thank you guys for your time for watching this video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy, and just to update you guys, I'm going to upload many more videos related to Finacle application or banking functionality in coming days. Thank you.